Take a look at every central banker's favorite topic. Why isn't anybody talking about Peabody Energy or about coal? That is the question asked recently on one of my older videos on this channel. To be honest, I don't have time to listen to everything people have to say and still have something to say myself. So I set about answering the question. First, I looked at YouTube and I found I often had the highest ranked videos in search for Peabody Energy. This is weird because my channel is small. I then want to take my search to the next level, so I stopped and asked myself what makes sense. Here's what I think and what I found. If this is what you came for, thank you for stopping by. Here's the answer to your question. No one likes coal. Not even coal companies like coal. Coal is associated with dark minds, bad children at Christmas, and climate change. Electric vehicles require coal for the batteries, and manufacturers of said vehicles want to keep it out of the news as much as possible. Countries with strong climate change goals, aka carbon reduction goals, plan to meet those goals through burning of coal instead of using nuclear power plants. Here's looking at you, Germany. Coal is a guilty pleasure no one wants to acknowledge. That is why no one is talking about Peabody Energy or coal. Today I want to talk about Peabody and provide 5 answers to the question, why should we be talking about BTU? The price of coal is on a historic run. Over the past year, the price has more than doubled. The price, as of recording, is almost $170. The price of coal has been going almost straight up since May. Coming up, we'll go into the details of why that is. Over the long term, we can see the price of coal declined significantly between 2011 and 2017. It was around this time when US major coal producers experienced significant financial problems as a direct substitute took market share. In fact, many of the coal producers only made it through because of bankruptcy courts. However, the latest run-up on coal prices has helped almost all coal miners and investors in coal miners to forget these difficult times. This is because the price of coal is almost $100 higher than the previous records reached in 2011 and 2018. Peabody Energy is the largest coal miner based in the US and was one of the companies that had difficulties during 2017 when it went through bankruptcy. The stock price of Peabody Energy has followed the price of coal very closely, especially since May 2021. A closer examination of the long-term chart shows that Peabody Energy has been more expensive in the past than it is today. That is unlike coal itself. In 2018, after emerging from bankruptcy, BTU posted share prices over $40 per share, meaning the market cap would have been just about triple the $1.6 billion market cap today. With that in mind, let's answer the question, why should we be talking about coal and specifically Peabody Energy? The first reason is the retreat from nuclear power generation. This is not taking place equally in all countries and not at the same pace in each country. But many countries are reducing or at least halting the expansion of nuclear power. Germany is a country that is removing nuclear power generation completely, while the US has been afraid to increase usage of nuclear power for quite some time. There are, however, countries with more enthusiasm, such as France and China. The second reason is the ever-expanding demand for power, which is outpacing power generation from renewables. This is fairly simple to understand. People use more electricity every year, and that isn't going to stop. But generation from renewables hasn't managed to keep pace. That's why fossil fuels, mostly coal and gas, have to pick up the slack and close the supply gap. The third reason to care about Peabody and coal is electric vehicles. That's right, clean, green electric vehicles will keep the price of coal elevated and have contributed to the price level it has already reached. Electric vehicles contribute to coal demand and coal prices in 2 ways. First, minerals and materials that are necessary for electric batteries are found in coal, both before and after coal is consumed or burned. Second, electric vehicles require electric energy, and as we have previously discussed, renewables can't keep up with the increased production demands. Reason 4 is the decline in fracking, which has cut natural gas production. Natural gas is a substitute, and without cheap natural gas, the price of coal rose to meet the demand for coal. Fracking dried up during the oil price calamity of 2020 because it was no longer economically viable. Since fracking is only viable when the price of oil is above certain thresholds, the supply of natural gas, a byproduct of fracking, is partially determined by the price of oil. Until fracking returns to where it was, the supply of natural gas will not return to where it was. Before getting to the fifth reason, if you're getting value from this content or enjoying this content, please give it a like so that you and I are not the only ones talking about Peabody Energy and about coal. Leave a comment about why you think Peabody will do what it will do in the comments down below. Thank you for being the best community on YouTube. Fifth reason to talk about coal and Peabody Energy is inflation. Let's take a look at how every central banker's favorite topic or nightmare contributes to Peabody's relevance. Historically, commodities perform excellent during periods of inflation, Since coal is a commodity, it stands to reason the price will rise during this period of inflation. By extension, companies who base their prices on the commodities they produce will also perform better during these times. Since inflation seems to be continuing, it seems reasonable to believe Peabody will remain relevant. No one knows how long this spell of inflation will last because nobody knows the future. This is where each investor needs to make their own decisions and have confidence in the decision they have made. Peabody Energy is relevant because of those 5 reasons, and it is one of the best ways to trade or invest in coal. Instead of using impractical examples such as coal futures or coal itself, investors can use BTU stock to take advantage of coal's price action. Peabody beats out the competition because of their trading volume and their market capitalization. They are just simply a larger company and have more shares that trade hands. I'm looking forward to November when third quarter earnings come out and we can see how this high price of coal has affected the financial results of Peabody Energy. As Peabody is currently experiencing a pullback with the broader market, you may want to check out this video on the screen now to see how Peabody consolidated and bounced off a key support level back in July. Jonathan out.